Hey, what is up? Let's get into some trades. And here is my account balance currently. It will change a little bit just when the commissions get taken out. But now for me, this is a new record. I've had 2 days over $1,000 gain. There's account balance, and then there's the P&L right here. So a little bit over 1,500. And am I currently in a trade? I'm not. No, I don't have any open trades right now. So yeah, that is that. And so starting off right here, S&P 500, real quick. This one just literally got hit a couple minutes ago at 2:59 p.m. So right when the market was closing, it shot right up right here and got hit. And what this is just the simple pitchfork trade. So there's point 0, 1, 2, or excuse me, 1, 2, 3. So there's the low, our high, lower low, fourth point. So when price closes above the green line up here, that is the signal to go long. And there was the Fibonacci retracement. Came down to the 23.6, never hit the 1.146. So I got in just right there. Then at the 50% right here, a little bit above the 88, and then 2 contracts, and they're just micro contracts. They're not regular contracts. Hopefully one day we'll get there, but right now these are just micro contracts. Got in 2 right there, and then that was the low of this move at the 1.146 extension. So when price hits that, the exit moves to 23.6, and I always keep my exits slightly below the hard exit just to make sure you get filled. So technically this move still isn't done. 54.25, so it has 3 ticks left to go, but that's good enough for government work. I'm going to say that move is done right there. Definitely not getting back into that when it came so close to it. So going into tomorrow, let's see here. Is there anything going on? Let's see here. 0, 1, 2, 3. No. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so what we need right here is we need this to shoot up, break over here, break that line right there to create that new high, and then we could start looking for a 4th wave move, because there's the 1st point, 2nd point, 3rd point, but we need it to come up here and at least break above it. And then when it comes down to the downside, then that's where we would look to get in short for it. Right? Oh, that's the wrong one. We'd look to get short into it right here. This would be a really weird one anyways. Yeah, it still would work. But yeah, so we need to break this green line right here. We need to go up in here. And then once it does that, then when the price comes back down, closes below this, let's look to get short. But to be honest, that's going to be, unless price just like skyrockets up to it and then comes down, there's not going to be that much of a good trade for this one, for this one right here. So that is really right now the one we're looking for going into tomorrow, but nothing going on too much. Russell 2000 right here. So there's a lot of junk going on this chart right here. So we still are waiting for the big move to come down and fill it down here at about 2090 for it. So it's still a little ways to go down there. But then there's a long shift pitchfork trade right here. There's the exit, bottom of that green line right there. Price is currently down low below the 1.414 for it, but I don't get in this trade because it can be a longer term trade until price hits a 4.236, which isn't until way down over there. So if looking to go long, then there is also, this is a one using just the inside pitchfork right here. Take that off there. There's just, I don't know, there's a ton of stuff going on the screen. Let me get rid of that. So what you have is there's point 1, there's point 2, 3 and 4 are within point 1 and 2. So you put the inside pitchfork on. Then when it breaks, closes below either the low side or the high side, that's the signal to get into it. So what we had was, and this is a trade I'm still looking at, I'm not necessarily taking yet. So we had, it goes right there. Is that a pullback right there? Let's see. 0, 1 up, new high. So we keep going up until we get a pullback where you have to have a lower high. So there it goes down to the 23.6. But price never came up and hit the 1.146 from it, because that is where the target's going to be. Bottom of that green box right there. Hit the 50, so then we can move it down to the close the high of that last move. Didn't hit it there. went down, hit the 1.146 down here, so then that moves the exit to the 23.6. So that's currently where the exit for this trade is right now. It's hit the 1.146, so the exit is at the 23.6 level. But again, this is a trade setup that I'm still watching right now. I'm not taking it aggressive like I take the pitchfork, and I'm not sure if it's going to be like a long-term type setup like the shift pitchfork trade is. So this is just the inside pitchfork, but currently in a long setup right here, the X we have is at 23.6 for this move. This is just one thing I'm watching for right there. So, you know, conflicted trades right here on the Russell, and also you know, we have a shorter term going up, and then we have the longer term from the shift pitchfork trade all the way down here. Excuse me. All right, going over to the Dow Jones. So we're just waiting to see what's going to happen with this one right here. Make it a little bit bigger. So there's points 1, 2, 3. So we're waiting for this high to be broken right here, point A. When that gets broken, then we will look for price closing to hopefully eventually come back down, close below the green line, and that would signal to go short right there. But until that happens, that is the only potential trade setup we have going into tomorrow. So we need this to go up, break that high right there, then eventually come back down, close below it, and that's a signal to get in short. So that's going to be the main trade setup I'm looking for going into tomorrow, depending on what happens at the overnight session. Oil, huge move up today. I mentioned it yesterday in the video that for it to hit the target, which I already deleted off of here because it already hit it up over here, it would need to be a big move today, and it was a over a 5% move today here in oil. So went up and filled that for it. Unfortunately, there is really nothing to look for in oil. This one right here caught me up, took a little loss for it, because let me show you how I messed this one up. So there's that one, and that one. So what you're looking for is, so there's points 1, 2, low 3, and then higher high 4 is right here. So that is when, and then when price closes below the green line right there, that's a signal to go short. So there's the high, the move all the way down to the low. So within the first bar that that the retracement bar happens, so you have a higher low right there. There's the low, higher low, so that's the retracement bar. It hit the 50, so when it hits the 50, we move the exit down from the 1.146 when it hits the 23.6. So that was the original exit. When it hits the 50% Fibonacci retracement level, then we move the exit to the closed low of the move, and that was this bar right here. And then look what happened. See, this is what I just wasn't looking at right here, is it came down, and that green bar right there, it touched right there. So you see how it just touched it, got out of there. So I think, where did I get in? Yeah, I got in, shorted it at 71.75, and then I started looking at it closer, and so I had to buy it back for a little bit of a loss right there. But it happens. But the good news is, just took a small loss, realized I was wrong, got out of it right there. But yeah, that was a tricky one. Really had to pay attention to this morning for that one. So tripped me up, but got out once I realized I was wrong. I was wrong in getting into it. So yeah, on oil, unfortunately, there really isn't any short-term trades to look for going into tomorrow, Friday. For the Nasdaq, this is probably the best bet we have going into tomorrow, as far as it doesn't have to do as much as like the other ones do that we're waiting on. Here's points 1, 2, high 3, low 4. So all we're waiting on is for price to close above the green line up here. Once it closes above the green line right there, then the original exit, or the original target, which rarely goes up there and hits it, is all the way up here. But so more than likely, which happens 99% of the time, say this remains a low, we'll just use that for the low, and then whenever the high stops after it closes above, and if it comes down, which it probably will do, and get retracement, hits there, then the exit goes to the 1.146, and when you go into our Fibonacci rules for the trade. So that's it. Unlike the last 2 or 3 days, I don't have any overnight trades holding on, and there's not a whole lot in any trades to take right now. So kind of a quiet day going into tomorrow. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video, be great if you like and subscribe. to this. I'd show just about every day the trades I'm taking, and also the good, the bad, and the ugly with my trades that good things I do, and also the bad things I do to learn from as well. So yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.